All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the October 31st, 2025 edition of News from the Front Lines of Business by D. Huff Consulting. I'm David Huff, CPA, PFS, founder here of the firm. I try to do tax planning and financial planning and make sure all our clients are keeping as much of their earnings as possible and maximizing their return. So, I know we took a couple weeks off as we were dealing with the tax deadline the past couple weeks, and it's been more hectic than normal, but here we are getting ready, to approach November 1st here, which is really tax planning season. So, now we got a couple months ahead of us here where we can make some moves before December 31st that are really going to help you out, definitely on the tax side of things and savings. So, look out for more information. But we're going to basically have a little breakdown. Because if you're looking at things on different social media, you probably are seeing a lot of strategies thrown around on TikTok and whatnot, and really we kind of broke it down by income levels, because at certain levels, certain things just don't even make sense to even look at, because the cost to implement some of those things gets to be kind of high in some cases. So not everything fits every case. So we try to make an attempt there to kind of break those things out a little bit. But the government shutdown is still in place, so a lot of these things that we're talking about now are kind of hit or miss, tax-wise. It seems like the tax returns are being processed. Seems like refunds are still going out, but we know certain parts of the IRS are, the people have been furloughed and some things can't happen with powers of attorney and certain other follow-ups. So be aware of that. We'll keep you posted. Also on the health insurance, so the open enrollment is in place. So with that, let's just kind of look at a little more detail here about what's going to be taking place as far as our planning goes. So this is announcement. I'm going to jump around for a second here. So this is the healthcare deal. So November 1st, if you are looking to get a policy on the government exchange, starts up, and you can have until December 15th to get something in place. So who knows what's going to happen as this government shutdown's in place, as far as premiums and subsidies and that kind of thing. But definitely consider that if you don't already have coverage or somehow you need to make some changes. Now is the time to do that. But with that, we also look at something that we mentioned, our tax planning, and we had this new tool now from Holistplan. So it's another tax software vendor. But I really like it because, just this is an example of a sample client here. And when you put in information, it gives you some information that's useful for making decisions later on as far as, tax bracket and all that kind of thing. Where your brackets fall. So if you're getting ready to make a large, capital gain or some kind of asset sale, you can kind of see where you shake out there. And also tax efficiency. This is something we're really trying to improve upon across the board. So, one of the things you're going to notice on a tax return, definitely going forward next year, and I've been trying to do it going backwards, but we want to look at efficiency. So a big part of what we try to do, we try to be efficient tax-wise, with investments, efficient cost-wise as well. But now this Holistplan report gives me an idea of where things kind of shake out and how you're doing and where we can make some changes. So a very common occurrence we see is interest income. So it's very common where we have clients and they accumulate some money. They might just put it in a bank account somewhere, maybe a high yield savings account or something to that effect. And that interest is ordinary interest, right? So it's taxed at your ordinary rate, which can be kind of high. It's taxed both federally and at the state level, where certain types of government bonds will have a comparable interest rate but no taxability at the state level. So this report is going to kind of give us a kind of a heads up on where you currently lie, and we'll drive some of my recommendations on what to do. So so I'm sorry, this is going to be a short one this week. We're going to get out of here because it's almost Halloween, so time to kind of shut down. Friday, Halloween. Anyway. So have a good weekend. We're going to look out for more stuff coming through in the emails, but definitely tax planning season is in full swing now, and you will definitely be hearing.